Greetings, mortals, I am the Fallen Shogun, and welcome to another Who's That Indie, bringing strategic, tactical and survival indie games to your face holes. Today's indie game is Legend of Keepers, which is kind of a weird one. It's like a strategy game, management game with roguelike abilities, I guess. You are a dungeon keeper, basically. You pick one of these as your character on the map, and you're managing a literal dungeon where enemies are attacking you, and you're trying to upgrade your guys, become more powerful and wipe them out. As you can see, each character has different abilities. This one is more specialised with monsters and pretty bad with traps and spells. Apparently it's very good with morale, we'll see about that. So as you can see, you can upgrade your character as you go through the game. The more you survive, the more you upgrade. I have no points, and let's show head how it works. Let's go for normal. Extra experience, but a lot tougher. I can go for ranked, which is straight up 100%. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go for ranked. Okay, as you can see, the game is based into weeks. There's always, like, every 5 weeks you always face adventurous, which you have, like, regular or more powerful ones, and you can get to buy things, train your guys, or upgrade stuff, which all requires money, or tears, or blood. Blood's gathered from heroes killed. Tears is gathered from scaring heroes. There are 2 health bars in the game, health and morale. Attacks can either hit the health or hit the morale. Morale attacks hit morale straight up. Health attacks have to go through weaknesses and issues, like they may have lightning resistance, they may have bleed resistance, stuff like that. So this is your hero, your powerful guy, he fights at the very end, and there's usually 7 rooms before that. There's usually 2 traps. Well, that's 5 rooms, isn't it? 2 trap rooms, 2 monster rooms, like a random room where you can use a big powerful spell on your boss. So obviously you want to fight them as things go by, promotion. So let's go straight into it. Actually, let me see what I've got. So as you can see, this is room 1 and room 2. You get to see what gets put into each one. You have different critters. Let's see, I've got 2 goblins. As you can see, 10 fire, minus 40 eyes, very bad. And you can see their attacks. This one does physical and does physical. This one does physical morale, physical physical, physical physical, physical physical. This one does fire, physical morale, morale, physical physical, bit of morale. So the last team does a little bit of morale damage because the first team doesn't do morale damage. There's no real point going through with it. Unless I can, full on take him out with morale attacks, there's no real reason to try. 10 morale, physics. Maybe I should try morale. So we'll see what the enemy does. Like I say, you go in and you get to put stuff in. It randomises where the rooms are each and every time. But they are always in groups. It's always like a trap, monster, even if it's like sometimes monster, trap. So it's usually like set up. They do randomise where these set up. And obviously there's me at the very back who can fight. Let's see, they all have absurdly high health already. Weakness is nature, okay. So that attack does the front, that attack does the back, and that attack does the front. So someone at the front needs to be very powerful against fire and air. So whoever I put's going to die. Cool. And this is the game. Put you in the middle. What do you do to the back row? Physical. Okay, let's put you there. The enemy, because it randomizes what you pick up, the enemy will sometimes be supremely powerful. Like for the very first wave, nearly 200 health's insane. Does morale damage, but does bleed to the front. As you can see, it's very hard to do morale damage. Most of my characters are just pure damage. So, when you actually get into the fighting, most of the time you won't even attempt to do morale damage, because what's the point? But of course, doing physical damage, you have to see what they are and are not weak against, which is actually quite tough. So whoever's at the back is going to get wiped out. So let's put you there. This is bad. They're going to get through. There's no point having a rallying horn either. And obviously me at the back. If your characters die, they lose morale. Oh, they have an attack straight up from the very beginning. Cool. Skill. Deals 12 damage. Wait, they got 2 attacks. Dodges effects the first trap, replaces one of the penalties with a bonus at the start of the turn. Awesome! Because you obviously, you have to figure things out, you can't really set things up. So you're not as in control as you like. It's kind of like almost like one of those roguelike deck builders, where you pick some characters and you have to hope the right ones come through. Or you only pick certain characters. Okay, you're weak to nature, straight up take it out. Ice block, freezing breath. Okay, you are weak to air, you're not, you have a resistance. Take out the back one. You have armor resistance, that's a problem. Okay, still lives. Front one will die. Back one nearly died. Take it out. Nice block the middle one. And the team dies. So they're going to have a morale issue, so you're going to have to take them out of combat. Okay, also you have some really powerful spells. I see Burning Whip does major damage to the first one. Enrage next group of monsters. Let's just straight up damage the first one. See if you can burn it out. Okay, who's used the spell at the very beginning? Skill. Okay. Nightmare does morale. Air damage the first one. Although you're resistant to it. Burn out the back one? Yeah, okay. See, the morale is absolutely negligible. It does 10 morale on the next turn, 5 times 2. But I just don't have enough characters to do morale damage. There's no real point whatsoever. Okay. Second team survived. The first team got morale damage. I gained some blood. And I gained an item. Ooh. Creatures gain 10 armor. Creatures have 20% chance of gaining enraged. Let's get this one. I'd rather have my creatures have 10 armor. As you can see, there's some motivation. So it looks like they became quite happy with that. That's good. Because how this usually works is your characters get motivated or demotivated, you can see here. See that? The red got rid of 2 pieces. When they get demotivated, they refuse to work for 10 weeks, which is 2 entire rounds of combat. Which is a lot, an awful lot. So you have to go firm over here. Which obviously gets them back to health. But as you can see, that becomes quite a major problem. Because obviously then you don't have troops on the front line. But you can get more, you can buy them, you can train them. I see I have 478 gold, let's train my people. Doing your characters level up, they can get more health, they can get more like power and ability. They can also usually gets more skills. They can have locked off skills. Like this one here applies to demoralize all heroes at the start of this gargoyle's turn. So this will actually make it useful against, actually destroying enemy morale. But I don't really have any characters to support it. This one here gets a physical plus attack. So who would I want to be more powerful? This one would be very powerful. 25 physical damage, 100% of final damage to the hero percentage just behind the target. So that one would be really good. So that would do 45 damage, but if they're weak to it, it would then probably do, say, 60. And then do 30 to the next one. That would be pretty useful. Let's train you to give you even more health and even more armor. You can only train them once per time. I need my guys to have even more health, though. 60 applies burn to the front one, yes. There we go. So I also like to obviously get one of these guys slightly more powerful too. Let's get Valsag. There we are. That's how it works. And obviously I can do that, but I don't have any money. I can do a therapist. But obviously that also requires, I think, money. Or an event, which is random. Visitor to the hall who is carrying a magical artifact. That's absolutely amazing. I'll take it. Now I have an alchemist. Transmute blood, tears, or gold into another resource. So I'd rather have the gold. I can't do anything. Let's do that because I'm not going to get any more tears for a while. Occasionally you'll get vampires who'll either take the blood from you and give you money, or take the blood you hold, which is good. Let's go see what we can do. I've already forgotten where Val's front or back. Now, of course, my people weren't resting, so that's a problem. Let's see. 300 health. Is he level 2 already? Confront attack is physical. Okay, that'll be you then. Again. Back is physical damage. Actually, no. Valsags, go to the back. Let's go for the saw. You have to try and burn them out. I haven't got the ability to do anything else. Okay, Oxar in the middle. Lacrimal on the front. Let's get Malavoy. Okay, actually. Air is good. Okay, no one really has a weakness against that. Let's bring Oystaz in. Try and poison them to death. Enraged is useless to me. Maybe we should have used Enraged first. So who's going to make them angrier? And they're going to freeze. And, okay, you're fast. Okay, that'll poison the front one, but he has nature. No, he doesn't. The back will be easier to destroy. Okay, they have no physical resistance. Take them out. Oh, wow. Poison them. Cleaving the front one is useless. Scream of Terror is even worse. Don't have any more morale damage. So yeah, most of the time, unless you get the right creatures, you're not doing morale damage because there's no massive point. You just don't have enough attacks to do it. Now, obviously, you can build up the morale damage, like it does an extra 10 per turn. But if you only like got 3 or so attacks which do morale damage, even if it's 60 morale, most enemies will have 200 to 300 morale. So it doesn't actually matter in the end. Yeah, you're fire resistant because you have no clothes on. There it is. Okay, Goblin Trick. Poison the... Let's see, Goblin Trick. You have no armor. Okay. Poison the front one. Gonna take one more hit. You fire resistance as well, my god. Burn the back one. Impalement so you can hit the one at the back. There we go. Okay, he just did armor damage. However, with all the issues I'm taking from having losses, I'm going to have to stop placing these troops. Luckily, my second team is really powerful. This is how the game works. Because now, of course, my assault team is going to have to be entirely written off. But they are very good in melee. Of course, the enemy's going to level up too, which is a big problem. Ooh. Okay, Naga is air morale. This is physical. Money, though. Let's get the skeleton dog. I feel like we're needing to replace some of our troops soon. The morale damage is getting higher. So obviously Spheroid has to now go away. So does Kogan. So does Oystaz. As you can see, this is now a major problem. Like, how am I meant to survive this? So a lot of the time will be spent trying to figure out what people can be sacrificed to the front line. It is almost a little bit like a puzzle more than anything, really. Not got the money. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm getting these artifacts dead easy. Okay, neither of these is helpful to me. Yep. This is obviously to make me more powerful. As you can see, I can sacrifice loads of blood to get more armor for my character, make myself faster, give myself resistances to make the slaveholder more powerful. You do kind of need to. Okay, wandering human, you can scare him for that. Blood or... let's get more blood. Okay, business trip. Let's plunder. So you send out some people, and it shows here. Here you get some money. Risk of injury is here. 3 weeks. This is 100% injury, 1 volunteer. It gets me enraged for all monsters. This one gives me 100% chance to find the monster, but costs me money. This gives me extra motivation. Let's do this to get some money. 66 gold. Don't think anyone was injured. And we can fight veterans or regulars. Now, obviously, veterans are significantly more powerful, but my people are a little bit on the healy side, so probably not. And also, they're probably fighting massive amounts of level 2s. This game ramps up to the point where you're never fighting a fair fight. Front does air damage. That'll be you. Applies poison to the monster with the highest life at the start of each turn, so that's immediately 20 damage. Awesome. Also, your creatures don't really have that much in the way of health, so when it says it's applying 20 damage at the beginning, basically it means it's screwing you over to the point where you are never fighting well. There's morale damage. Okay, you do fire to everyone, which is a problem, because that means the entire team's going to die as soon as he gets his turn. Yeah, nothing we can do. We might actually lose this. Because you don't know what the enemy is doing, you are always at a massive, massive problem. Fire, lacrimal, Morive. I guess I'm going to be fighting this one. Now, but a lot of people like this game, I don't know. I'm still very on the fence about it. I've played it a few times, but it feels like the RNG of XCOM. Because like the enemies just get more and more and more powerful. And obviously the only way to actually survive properly is to only have 3 people at the front or back to obviously make sure you're doing well. Take him out. That was surprising. But yeah, as you can see, certain things you can destroy them, but 300 health on the front one. Ooh. And some of them will actively heal. There will be characters who actively heal each other. Like the barbarians who actively make them more powerful. They are insane. Okay. Okay, you're going to get poisoned, aren't you? You have nature resistance at least. Cool, that was painful. Stab him. Oh, yeah. That was not stab. Burn him. Kill him. My people actually attack all first. That's amazingly good. See, this team's amazingly powerful. Oh. This team is super awesome. Okay, they can bleed, but even if you don't kill them, they still die. No! How dare you! He was one of my best soldiers. He was amazingly good. Succubus is fire damage and nature damage. Passive. Attacker attacks you up to the hero positioned behind the target if the target's armor is positive. I think I need more people active. I need more soldiers that can actively rotate in and out. See, they all gain 2, 3. So my goblins are now back on the field. Lacrimal can survive. Jimmo, Kogan, you have to go. Kendall, Freya, I'm afraid to say. Sphenoid back over there. Let's have Valsags on the field. I'm going to have, just in case, I'm going to have Waniva who can be rotated in. You have absolutely dire resistances. Okay, so the collectors will give me money. Okay, let's collect collectors now. An opportunity to send one of your employees for an intensive training course. Let's have a look. Okay. Take 2 weeks, 8 weeks, 300 gold plus 2 levels. Okay. Let's sacrifice it again. 25, I can still afford that. And obviously I can sacrifice my health, but the enemy are getting closer per time. So it's getting a bit tougher. Oh. Money, I'll take it. Okay, so Oitaz should be there. Actually, Waniva should be there as well. Front team's probably going to straight up die. Morive's gone for 5 more turns. Oh, come on. But yeah, I would very much like him. He does. Okay, level 2. This is passive. Initial duration of penalties received decreased by 1. Really? Okay, I already know you're going to be easier to kill, but you have so much health. You'll be an issue with your massive amounts of fire and armour. That's what a lot of my troops do. Let's bleed them. I need to start working on getting my traps upgraded. Lacrimal, Oxar. What'd you? Front. Okay. Fire and nature. Let's get Maneuver down. It doesn't actually matter if your characters live or die, of course, because they don't get any experience for killing. They only get experience for training. Okay, iced the first one. Made them upset. Okay. Is it worth poisoning the front one or stabbing the back one? Poison the first one. Okay. Yeah, your resistances are a nightmare. Oh! Oh, that was painful. So yeah, the front team nearly always dies instantly. Nearly always dies instantly. The problem is, how resistant are you to fire? You're not. Burn! I wish I had better spells. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh, luckily he has a lot of health. Infernal Kiss, Infection is pretty good. That's hitting all of them, interestingly enough. Attacks jump to hero position behind the target's armor is positive. Oh, their armor's positive. Hits every single one of them. Oh my god, that is awesome. I thought it was only going to be one enemy which does it, but it's all of them. Okay, that was going to straight up die. I think Lanavel should definitely be around for longer. We're going to have to heal them up, which means the back team's not going to be as powerful. Annoyingly. Team B's going down. Mainly because the enemies just get absurdly insane high amounts of health. It's insane the amount of health they get. Like, only has 140 morale, but like I said, I just don't do any morale damage with my critters. Okay, what do I have? I have Whiplash, which will instantly kill him. Yeah, straight up. And Mortar, 36 fire damage. 12 nature to everyone, applies nature weakness. Let's do a Mortar. Okay. Okay, Lacrimal can't really afford to take another hit, so you'll be swapped out with Freyo. Kogan, you're bloody useless. Let's swap Spheroid out. So as you can see, it's mostly cycling your troops. This will do 32 physical damage, applies 2 bleeding. This is very useful. Yep, let's upgrade that. Upgrade that. Yeah. Much more useful traps. Event me. I could buy more troops, but obviously I could hire a goblin. I don't. 50 gold. I'll take a goblin. Plunder. This is what you're doing. You're trying to figure out what you want to do, where you want to do it, and why. So I do this, volunteers get morale, or motivation, whatever, but they get a risk of injury. Let's just do that one. So everyone there's suddenly happier. That's good. The back row won't survive. Lacrimal needs to come back. Does it tell me what they are? No, it doesn't tell me what they are. A level 3 thief already. Kogan. Front is nature damage. You have nature resistance. Back is air damage. And you just fire to everyone. Of course you do. Valsags, unfortunately, you'd have to die for me. Circular Sorter, bleed them to death. As you can see, even their morale right now is insanely high. You're fire resistant. That's useless. That's absolutely useless to you. Ah, whatever. Actually, no, let's go back. Can I go back? No, can't go back. Okay. Freyo, you do fire to everyone, but you do air to the back. Okay, Reneva is actually quite useful. Fire. Ah. My characters are mostly fire. And nature, apparently. Randomly moves all monsters. Okay. I'm glad they swapped all my characters around. I'd hate for it to have been a fair fight. Massively would have hated it for it to have been a fair fight there. So yeah, the game brings out a huge amount of the worst RNG kind of situations, because you have no idea what the enemy is. And you also have really overpowered abilities like swapping everything. And they seem to level up insanely fast. Really do. Burn the front one. So they're going to come in. The team's obviously all prepped, but they're going to... Yeah, it wasn't good. Going to reset them. So they're going to move around. But someone's getting a knife thrown at them first. Okay, good. Was there only one at first? Fine. Okay, that's fine. There we are. Good. There are a few really overpowered abilities going on here. Fire the front one. He should just straight up die. Oof. The amount of fire and poison on him, he should just straight up die. There we go. Slaveholder, enslavement. Let's go enslavement. Why not? Okay, so now we're going to swap our people in and out again. So Freyo, you're useless. Lacrimal, welcome to the front line. Demo, Valsags, you were useless. Sphenoid, back to the front with you. Kogan, we'll have to see. Kendall, welcome back. That's the game. Okay, I'm going to upgrade my traps again. Because like I say, once you stop upgrading, you've basically lost. Like, majorly just lost. Because as you can see from the enemy, they have really overpowered abilities. If you stay low. Like, swapping your people out in the first battle is a massive one. Because obviously that means the first team is basically dead. Plunder. Black market will allow me to hire more people. Okay, I didn't trade much is a problem. This will get me gold and okay, gold cost. This has a chance of finding me. Let's do this one. Okay, black market. You don't want to sell anyone. We kind of need them on the line. Congratulate him. He's now gained a level. Intriguing. Yeah, sure. So, my character's just leveled up. So, Reneva's now leveled up. I don't know what it gave her. Kogan should have leveled up too, actually. So, Lacrimal more powerful. Okay, Miravai is now level 3. That is very good. Obviously, Glix is pretty useless still. But yeah, this is the game. This is Legend of Keepers. It's out now. You may have already made opinions, but I don't know if I explained it correctly. This is a first impression after all. I apologise. But yeah, you will find the enemy is... Heals 50% of one hero's max life after a fight once. Cool. 50% of all damage, and you have 300 health. They're going to get straight through my troops. absolutely straight through. But yeah, Legend of Keeper is out now. Links are always down in the description below. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And I will see you guys, of course, in the next Who's That Indie, being a strategic, tactical or indie game, straight to your face holes. As always, shouts for now. Be awesome, be epic. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me every month. Thanks to you guys for watching, and of course, I will see you. Fire. This is just pain. In the next one. Oh, we're going to lose this one after fight.